Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Today it's a really beginner video because it's gonna be like a really beginner tutorial. I want to show you guys how to make a scout into knights in Castle Age build order. So it's a perfect first build order, like first time build order for you. If you don't know any strategy, you should follow this build order. This is not exactly like where you should put your builds, it's the overall ideas. But in general, you can understand the logic thanks to my explanations. I will try to be as clear as possible. I never made this kind of like super beginner tutorial, but yeah, I will consider that you almost never played the game and you are learning through this tutorial. So okay, we're gonna go on Arabia, so you're gonna go against the AI. So you select here AI, you can put one. Difficulty, I would recommend to put standard or easiest, like don't put anything that would attack you. You just want to practice. Resources, standard. Game speed, normal, don't try anything fancy. Reveal map, normal. I would not recommend to practice in all visible. This is not gonna help you. Starting age, standard, and yeah, then you are good to go. So Arabia with Magyars. Magyars, because yeah, they don't have any eco bonus, so you don't get used to something bad. And yeah, they are really good at scout rushing, so perfect. Let's just go. So I will pause instantly. So you start this way. TC, villagers not working, scout not working. You have to do a lot of things at the beginning. That's why you want to use some hotkeys. So the go to T hotkey to make villagers. So that's what we are doing. And we want to make houses too. Like this. Okay. So now we want to bring food under the TC because we need to create villages, right? We need to create villages. So yeah, we need to take the food. So we should shift click back the villager to the ship. And we can start scouting. So we can do that. We are super beginner. This is not an issue to do that. Okay, your scout is gonna work well. You can do that. There is not much to do at the moment. You just have to make sure you create villages. You can see on the bottom left. And yeah, for now we create six villages on the ship. We have 5 here. You can see on the top left. So one more missing. And yeah, now we shift click all our villages on the next ship. We want the next ship to be eaten quickly. Okay, we don't want the villages to be AFK. Okay, let's create villages. Rally point on wood line. We want 3 villages on wood. Okay, and I bring another ship. And same ideas before, I will shift click. So keep creating villages. Sometimes you go to town center and you press your create villager hotkey. This is really useful. So we need a lumber camp. So this, we can just make it on the wood line like this. Let's make it with 1 villager only, please. 1 or 2 villager, but I don't want you to have too many villagers making the buildings in general. It's not efficient. Okay, I heard we found some ship. So we need to find 4 extra ship. So we have 8 in total, and we need to find the 2 boar. Okay, so now you have 3 on wood. 3 villagers working on wood, villagers taking the ship. Now we need to send everyone to food, right? Like all the new villagers need to be on food, because now we have enough wood. We'll have enough on wood to make buildings to go to feudal age. Like we needed a lumber camp, we need some houses, we will need a mill, and now we will need to take some food. So food can be elephants or boar, or it's rhino sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna focus on taking the boar and keep creating villages. Now we send everyone to food, okay? So this we need to take with the food villager. We need to garrison. We have a hotkey for that, even as a beginner. And yeah, perfect. We have the bond. Keep creating villages, because at this moment you will maybe have idle TC. And check that. After the border, you will be 12 out of 15. So we are getting close to getting housed. And when we get housed, this is not good. We cannot create villages. So just know, you have to know that when you create a villager, it takes as long to create a villager than it takes to build a house. So if you start creating a villager same time as you create a house, yeah, you will finish the house in time. But we always give ourselves a bit of time, an extra time, just in case. So we're gonna go ahead and make 2 houses with a villager. And then we shift click back to food. Now we need to take food only. So okay, we need to use this key. Oh shit, not this key, my bad. We need to use this key, drop off, to drop off the resources, because villagers, they collect a lot of food on the elephant, but sometimes you need to bring it back yourself, otherwise you cannot create villages. Like here, I cannot, then I force drop with the hotkey, and I can. So okay, at some point I need to take the second boar, so I will take it now. You just take a random villager under the TC. And yeah, you keep focusing on the boar like in the first time. So you don't have to pick like, oh, should I send to berries, should I send to boar? It's food, you don't care, like. Okay, then you can garrison the low HP villagers, don't lose any villager. Keep focusing on creating villages, okay. And now we're gonna put on food until we are pop 22, so 21 villages. I think it's really good. Let me just check if that's what I wrote in the... Yes, 21 villages. Right. Okay, we found all the sheep. So sheep are always in pairs. So there was a sheep alone here. So there was definitely strength next to him. So okay, then you keep setting to food until pop 22 or 21 vills. Okay, perfect. You can click loom. Loom is really important for your the safety of your villages. Keep sending to food. This can be boar, can be berries. Again, this is all about efficiency, but it's not important to you at your level, okay? As long as you take food. Okay, we need to shift click, always shift click the villages, so they always do something. Like here I shift click on the ship, so my villagers has something to do after finishing the boar. Okay, I killed the second ship, so I'm gonna put my rally point here. So my scout is looking for the opponent. I found him, perfect. I can put some rally point like this. And I'm pop 22, so now I can click up. So when you click up, this is where you have to do a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff, not that much stuff, but you have to fix your eco, because now we needed food to click up, now we need wood for building. So okay, now we're gonna need 9 on the food, on wood, sorry. So we're gonna do this, take some full HP villager, and go to wood. This dark edge, you can check the time I did and try to do the same. If you don't have any idle TC, you should be really happy about your timing. But yeah, if you have idle TC, you have to start over again and avoid the idle TC. So 9 on wood, the rest can be on foot. It doesn't matter where they are. It can be berries or sheep again. And now I will have to prepare a barrack and 1 house. Or 2. Better make 2 sometimes, like, so you don't get any idle TC. So we need the barrack when we reach village to make the stable instantly. Remember, it's a scout rush. A rush means we have to be quick to attack. So yeah, we need the barrack to make the stable directly. Okay, the villagers, when you don't know what to do with them, you send them to the straggler trees around the TC. This is a perfect resource when you don't know what to do, okay? So my villagers, they were supposed to take sheep, but there is no sheep anymore, right? So they're just gonna take straggler trees for now. I'm getting ready to make the stable. So stable is up. I will do wood upgrade and farm upgrade. You see what I do all the time, guys? Every time I make a building, I shift click my villager back to resource, so they don't get idle when you finish. This is like the typical beginner mistake. You do something with them and then you forget about them and they go idle. So always get this habit of shift clicking on resource someone. So now to make scouts, you will see, to make scouts we will need farms. We need food, so food is farms at this stage of the game. So we need to make farms with the villagers around the TC. And now we can create scouts, and we can put the rally point not far from our opponent base, not like in the middle of his base, otherwise you will lose your scouts, but yeah, not far from it. Okay, we create villages. Sometimes as a beginner you will forget about your hotkey. It's okay, try to force yourself to use them. There's not much to do. As you can see, I'm really slow right now. Okay, just make farms, create villages. You can take some berry villages to make farms as well. As you can see, at some point they will, berries will be gone. Keep creating villages and making houses. When you think about making houses, you make 2 houses. This is the best way to remember to not get housed too much. So you keep creating some scouts. We'll not do too many. This is about like learning how to micro them. So I would say, yeah, 5 is a good number. Let's make 5 scouts, guys. And but you don't micro them for now. Like, it's about getting your eco a clean eco. So focus on making farms, creating villages, and then at some point you can go attack with your scouts and start microing them. Okay, so berries are finished. We need to go somewhere, so just take any resource and try to keep making farms. So we need to spend all the wood in farms. Okay, I stopped making scouts now. So when I stop making scouts, my goal is to go castle age. So if you check castle age, it's written 800 food, 200 gold, and 2 feudal buildings. It's in red what you have to do. I'm not inventing anything. So we try to get the 800 food, 200 gold, and 2 feudal buildings. Okay, that's my goal now. So I will have to make a mining camp on gold. And I can put my point on gold, and I can start microing my scouts. So my scouts, I will click on this button, stand ground, and then they will do whatever I tell them. So create some villages before you start microing, otherwise you will be idle. So now I will focus on microing my units. I'm in the opponent base, so it's time to do some damage. Okay, perfect, there are some villages here. So you can attack the villager and attack another one then. Make sure your TC is still creating villages, okay? Okay, kill some villagers and then run away. And now let's fix our eco. So we said we needed 800 food, 200 gold, and 2 buildings. Let's make my second building. So first one was a stable, second one is a blacksmith. And I still need food, right? So I keep making farms. And yeah, when I feel like my eco is ready, I did a lot of things, I can micro again. Maybe I can make some houses with that villager, see? So let's go micro again. The only thing you need to avoid with your scouts is to lose them to spears. You don't want to lose them to spears, because spears are really dangerous when you play cavalry. Let's keep microing a bit. Okay, villagers to kill. That's perfect. Kill a few. Okay, and then run. Sometimes you just have to run to take care of your eco. I cannot do both, I'm a beginner, right? So, okay, let's check. Oh, I can click up now. I have everything I needed. And perfect. So now we want to make some knights. So we want to make knights on 2 stables. Okay, I just said what I need to do, right? 2 stables. So I need mostly, for knights, I need mostly food and gold, right? So food and gold, I'm gonna check my eco balance. Yeah, this is not that bad. I can do gold upgrade, I can do bloodline for the scout HP, and then I will do blacksmith upgrade. Blacksmith upgrade are really important. For cavalry, you want to start with the defense. For melee units, you start with defense upgrades. For archer units, you start with attack. Here we're making melee unit. Okay, I want to fix this. You see my villagers are walking. This is something you need to learn for the rest of your AoE career. Villagers walking are villagers not collecting. So we need to fix that. So we can delete that lumber camp, using the delete key, and make a new one closer to the woodline. Okay, and when I feel like my eco is not too bad, I can maybe go back to micro a bit. killing villagers. Villagers that you kill are villagers that are not going to collect for the rest of the game. So that's villagers that you have, yeah, you have an advantage of villagers, and you will have more resources to make more army. Okay, then I go back to make, okay, I need to create villages. I would like to put your rally point on the wood line when you are on the way to Castle Edge. Having too much gold is bad. Having too much wood is okay. You can make many things with wood. Okay, and when you reach Castle Edge, you make knights. I want you to make a lot of knights. And you can even get upgrades, blacksmith upgrades. The attack is free for Magias, by the way. As you can see, I have +2 attack here. While I didn't click it. So you keep creating villages, you keep creating knights. And yeah, your wood, you will be able to make town centers with it. You see, you have wood in the make. So you go on this menu, the first one, and make a town center. So you are taking wood villages, so you need to make a town center on wood with them. Okay, rally point needed to be here. You can mass knights. And once in Castle Edge, I would recommend putting aggressive stance your units. Okay, they will die like this because they will go under the TC. But I prefer if they do their thing a bit. Like it's easier to see, like aggressive stance, now they are attacking automatically. Which is not what you wanted earlier, you wanted to micro them. But now you don't want to take care of them all the time. Keep creating villages, keep creating knights, so you double click on stable and you do this. And then at some point you can just attack with them. When you have too much wood, you can keep making some farms. And now you should have a good advantage over your opponent with that rush. When you get house, it's a good example. When you get house, take villages and just make a lot of houses, so you don't get housed anymore. You know, easy. And yeah, you are ready to dominate now with this. Your knights, and knights are really strong. So yeah, that's it. I will show you the timings. You don't have to do the exact same timings. Those are really quick. But yeah, you can try to reach a good feudal age timing. If you do under 10 minutes and let's say 30 seconds, I think you're already really happy with that result. And castle age time, it's all about how many scouts you do. So make 5 scouts, okay? And when you stop making scouts, go to gold. This is the key for your first build order. So you just have this guideline to follow. Okay, I would recommend you to watch the video again and maybe try to do the build order same time as me. If you have 2 screens, you can put me on the second screen. But I was explaining everything I do, so you can also just listen to my voice and try to do it at the same time. Pause when I pause and restart when I restart, okay? Okay guys, that's it for today, and thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video, and see you soon. Bye bye.